Hi there, sign of Taurus. Take two. This is Kim here, trying to give you a reading for your next 48 hours. And thank you for showing up here. If your energy is here, then it's meant to be here, and there will be some messages for you. I open myself up to channel through your spirit guides, your angels, your higher self, and my spirit team, so that the messages that you get are channeled for purely a loving intent, and that's it. There's nothing else there. So that's what I do. I step to the side. We're gonna start with Oracle. I don't know how many oracles we're gonna get. We're gonna get some oracles. We'll do tarot too. I'm feeling like we might need to start with this deck. This is the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle, and it has been doing really well lately. I've been getting a lot of good messages from it from people. So let's look into this deck first, Taurus, and see what do we have. Wow, one card just really wanting to come out. Immediately, you're an empath. You're an empath. Oh, you're like a sponge. You feel others' energy. You feel the emotions of others. You feel it on a deep level, meaning you're open to receiving quite a bit of love here, honestly, if you're the empath. But yes, you may be confusing other people's energy with your own. That would be easy to do. 66, with to keep those thoughts positive. That might be part of the empath thing, where we might be confusing somebody's thoughts for our own. 66, hibernation. Your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. Well, if we could open up to sometimes our thoughts aren't our own. If you could open up just to that idea, then you would know that you're able to set some stuff to the side then without it really affecting you. But you have to be aware of it, and that's part of developing your empath abilities, is you're aware of the things that are not yours, and then they don't affect you quite as bad. I would say people that are empaths probably prone to getting different types of mental illness because of thinking that some of their things, they're, you know, what we call them demons and stuff like that, but it's just something that's not yours. So it says hibernation. Your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. Your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. The divine is waking you up. The divine is waking you up. To you, while your divine self is waking you up. Number 5, awakening. You are no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. Well, that's exactly what that message, right? 12, surrender. So that's like, okay, stop trying to control something so much and just surrender to what is, and then, hey, there's peace there. There's peace there. 12, surrender. Release and surrender all control. Let nature take its course. I'm thinking that that's exactly what you need. I'm not going to do too many cards. Let me get a drink of coffee. Hang on. Okay, let's pull from the Epiphany deck and the Sacred Signs and Symbols, and I'm just going to kind of let this stuff soak in. So, awakening, surrender, Okay, surrendering to what is. Finding the peace right there in that moment. Finding that peace now, in the now moment. Six, six, six. So keep your thoughts centered and balanced. I think it's more about that, about being balanced. There's nothing really bad that we should associate with those numbers, by the way. I know that some people think there is, but there's nothing wrong with the numbers 6. Earning trust and starting from the bottom. Earning trust and starting from the bottom. Letter in a bottle, unspoken words and love notes. Letter in a bottle, unspoken words, love notes. Earning back trust, starting from the bottom. Somebody's having to work their way up. Now that can mean many different things, of course. Somebody's going to have to work their way up. Gavel, Judgment Day, final decision. You know, justice. Enlightenment, or time to... I can see this card right here with the hibernation as this is like the time for you to reflect, okay? It's a time for you to have time alone so that you can reflect. One, on how you feel. Not what emotion am I experiencing right now, but how do you really feel when you can look back and then reword things. How you really feel. Maybe that's what we're awakening to. How we really feel. Camera, nostalgia, replay, old pictures. But it's in the reverse. Clearly in the reverse. But I think what it is it's kind of like letting go of maybe some painful times. Memories. You know, stop living mostly in the past. But I feel like you're reflecting on these memories, though. Nostalgia. 6 of Cups. Feeling like a sense of familiarity with somebody. And it brings maybe nostalgia just from that. Lamppost. Abandonment. Neglect. Awakening to abandonment, neglect. Guys, divine timing might be now. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say surrender to controlling a time frame or how something's done and just believe in divine timing here. Yeah, believe in divine timing. I think something's unwinding here. I think some divine timing is now, I guess, is what you could say. Match flame in the reverse. To be continued, resurrection, reignition. So something about divine timing with whatever this has to do with. And then I also have Spider-Man, superhero, invincible, invulnerable, sneaky. And maybe that's you, invincible, unstoppable. That's probably you. Okay, now for the hard ones. I consider these the hard ones. Let's get these out. This is your, what's it called? This was the Epiphany, the Sacred Signs and Symbols. This was Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle, and this is In the Shadows Oracle cards. couldn't tell you face to face. So it feels like, since this is in the reverse when it came out, some of you all can relate to the story of somebody ending something and then they just couldn't tell you face to face. And it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with their own fears of why they couldn't tell you something face to face. It's their own issues. But it so much affects us, and then we there in return affect other people by how we were treated. So yeah, it's a big ick. Sometimes cycles are vicious, rough cycles. That will cause a vicious, rough cycle to do that to somebody. And I have done that to somebody before. I mean, it's not something to be proud of, but there's a time when fear is too much. But what you do is you learn from that. You learn from those feelings. Sometimes we're not really even aware about how much it's going to hurt somebody else. So when we become aware to that, what I'm saying is don't judge yourself, your experience. Don't judge it as something not good. Always look at it as, what is good about this? Less judgment, more good. I hope you're happy. I hope you're gone. And never you something. Blue October. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. And that's kind of, that's good though. You want to hope people are happy. You want to hope people are happy. I've been struggling. I've been struggling. I know we have a soul connection. And it's kind of coming up right here with the lamppost, abandonment, neglect. It's a pattern. There's something that's a pattern. And it's become a pattern in this person's life. And so therefore that it must be what needs to be connected. Or maybe this is what this person's been affected by in their life mainly. So it says, I know we have a soul connection, and there is something unwinding. The soul connection is, it's there if you look for the good reason of why something is, or someone was in your life. It's there. There's always the good there. Always. Did you see how that was kind of, I don't need your approval. Yeah, you don't. You don't. You don't need anybody's approval. Giving yourself your own will find you the most peace, or you will find the most peace there. I don't need your approval. But the way that it was coming out was like there's a lot of judgment. Either on you, there's a lot of judgment. Or there is so much concern for what somebody thinks, for what people think. Why? Because usually when we're concerned about what people think, we're wanting to control an outcome normally. And then there you go. It's back to control with judgment. So yes, you don't need anybody's approval. And this might be the truth of the matter here. I don't trust you. Okay. So sometimes those things just need to get out. And then you're like, okay, I don't trust you. Yes, it is too late. Yes, it is too late. Jeez. I took the easy way out. I took the easy way out. Unspoken words. I took the easy way out. Oh my God. Serious messages. Okay. Your spirit guides, your angels are wanting to talk to you about serious stuff today. Ace of Swords. Clarity. I hope you're happy. Believe in divine timing. Meaning that there's always, this is this sword of truth in a sense. It's the victory after you've had a really hard time. Look, it even might be the victory after somebody underestimated you. But there's your truth, there's your clarity, and that will give you the victory in all things. And you see the heart in the middle too. Will give you the victory in all things. Somebody returning to fix something that they had done or that they need to fix, right? They may have been struggling with themselves with this issue. Everybody involved in those issues are struggling. Don't ever think that one person's got it away. We're everybody, even when we mess up, you know that if you mess up, you're definitely struggling too with this situation. Nobody's getting out of a heavy situation without feeling that. So going back to fix something or going back to address, look at that, a disaster. To address a disaster and to relieve some weight off of your shoulders or off this person's shoulders. I have 3 of Cups. Celebration. It ends up being a celebration. It ends up being a happiness. It ends up being a win. It might not look like that packaged to you. It might not look like that, but it's going to end up being a big celebration. Abundance. A weight is like, will be lifted off your shoulder. You'll feel that relief too. Let's do one more. 8 of Pentacles. Unspoken words and love notes. This is regarding what works and what doesn't. What was working and what won't work at this point without any control coming from anyone. Discipline and control here I'm viewing as kind of different things than I normally would. And then I have the World on the bottom of the deck. Wow. There you go. The new cycle, something you can celebrate, something that really works, right? All right, guys, that's what I've got for you, Taurus. Let's get, let me pull some of this, some of these. Dream totems for you. Faith, loving and then letting go is not only one of the most challenging things we can do, it is also the bravest. Take big, deep breaths right now and know that this is right. Take deep breaths right now and know that this is right. Trust. There must be more to this situation than what you're being told. The answers lie within the finer details, which are not being shared with you at this moment. I've been struggling. Trust. Something that's not been making known. Or that isn't made known to you. Frustration. Your frustration is not wasted energy if it is channeled positively to create a better outcome for yourself. Embrace frustration. Work with it, not against it. And that's very true. Find the good in everything. Find the good in the frustration. It's sometimes the anger is like, you know what I've noticed is that if I ever get angry, it's like the thing is to go exercise, because you get the best workouts after when you're angry or upset. Doesn't even feel like work because you're just letting out so much steam and energy. All right. Thank you so much, Taurus. Sending you love and light as always. Bye-bye.